today's episode of The Tenant, I'm in a project that is very peculiar to the city of Mumbai. It's a slum redevelopment project. What's that? Well, 50% of Mumbai lives in slums in 25% of the habitable land area. Slum redevelopment involves demolishing of the slums and replacing them with tall buildings where slum dwellers are given apartments for free. On remainder of the land is where buildings are built where apartments are sold to home buyers. Our tenant today is a real estate tech entrepreneur. He's a bachelor who stays alone in a 2.5 BHK. He's going to tell us the strategies and tricks he employed to get an apartment. Let's meet him.
Hi Vishal, how are you?
Very well. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So I'm welcoming you to my house today. This is a 2.5 BHK right off BKC.
This is a lot more spacious than I'd expected. I'm growing accustomed to seeing apartments which are getting smaller and smaller. So this is a good refreshing change.
Thank you. So this is actually a very nice layout that these guys have planned. There's very little wastage of space in the entire apartment. So I've been here for the last couple of years. I actually moved out of this society in Parel before. Funnily, the reason why I had to leave that apartment was because the society deemed that bachelors can't stay here anymore.
So Akhil, how did you finalize on this locality, this building, this apartment? Any particular?
Right. So I'll just show you around the apartment. Right, it's a fairly spacious 2.5 BHK. I was originally looking for a 1 BHK in Bandra, but I got this at the same price. Hi. So this is my study. Right. This is where I work on weekends. It's actually a big reason why we chose this apartment because it's this is 5 minutes from my office and 15 minutes from the airport.
So this is the kitchen.
Right. Yeah. So this is the kitchen. Right. So if we, this is one of the least used areas of the house.
And this apartment came furnished or?
So it came with the kitchen cabinets. It came with the ACs, the lights, but other than that, unfurnished.
So next to this is the bedrooms. This is where the 2 bedrooms come in, right?
Yes, so there are 2 bedrooms here. I actually have a guest bedroom as well.
And here, Akhil, your view that you get is actually a pretty wide view.
Right.
You get to see many parts of Bombay. Your building, there's this drainage,
Right.
big sewage.
Meeti Nadi as it's called.
And I can see a lot of infrastructure creation happening here.
Right. Yeah. So in terms of connectivity, I think BKC is doing a phenomenal job developing the infra, right? I think that the kind of infra that's coming up will make this location golden, except that, right? Like this needs a solution, right? Like you can cover it, you can do something.
So this thing seems like a 140 odd square feet bedroom, bigger than the bedroom sizes of many premium projects that are being marketed by builders, where they've brought it down to 120.
This is the master, right?
Okay.
This is where I live and operate.
Actually, across your apartment, I've noticed is that you have a lot of charging points.
Right, and extension boards to increase that even more. Reason being that I feel like everything is a device today, everything needs charge. So provisioning for that is incredibly important. Builders have also actually started accommodating for this. Interestingly, what you'll notice is that every spot that I sit in has a charger, a dustbin, scissors next to it.
So this, I'm guessing, is the bathroom.
Right. Yeah, so I like clean bathrooms, right? And actually a very interesting hack when you're house hunting is that when you're asking your broker to find you an apartment, right? Just ask the broker to have a bathroom where the shower area has a partition. Just that will get you higher quality houses in Bombay. It's easiest hack ever.
So that is one bathroom.
Right.
This, I'm guessing, is the second one, right?
Yes, so this is the bathroom in the common area, which is actually convenient.
In your case, did you use a physical broker, an online broker for getting this apartment? What was the process?
So, very funnily, this stems into our work at Reloy too, right? Like, we believe that technology in real estate was not really built for how work really happens. I had to use offline brokers to find this property, right? Online listings are 50% of the times fake.
So, was there some strategy that you employed with the broker that gets you a good price, a good deal? Are they strategies that are employed?
Right. So my favorite hack so a lot of people actually go around bargaining with their broker that, oh, instead of 30 days, charge 15 days rent. I go the opposite, right? Like once I've understood that I like a property, right? And say that property is for $1 lakh, hypothetically, right? I will tell the broker that, okay, bring it down from 1 lakh, right? The amount you bring down is the amount I pay you extra, right? So what that does is it motivates the broker to be on my side as the person buying. So if the person buying, I'm paying him brokerage one time, but I'm paying rent every month, right? So if it comes down to 90,000, I give the broker 1,10,000.
Interestingly, when I stand over here, I see all the glitzy offices, buildings. I also see the other extreme of Bombay, slums. Are those factors when you are renting out an apartment, that you are close to a slum, you are close to a drainage? Are those factors?
I mean, it is a negative, right? Like, there's no doubt that both these things are negatives. But the reality of Bombay is that slums exist everywhere, right? So let's take this in two parts. Slums exist everywhere. I feel like that's okay. In terms of the drain, sure. So some of the other wings in this building actually command a premium over the wing that we're in. For me personally, I didn't really face any of the challenges with the drain simply because I'm on the 17th floor. So just high enough for the mosquitoes to not reach, I guess. Yeah.
But then you said the other wings, they command a premium to this one. So
They command a premium.
So how much does this go at a discount because it faces the drainage?
Right, so about 20-25% premium to some of the other wings in this building.
Okay, so in the same project, there is that sort of gap because one faces the slum and the drainage while the other one does not have the drainage and slum.
Yeah.
So that's the apartment. I see amenities in most big projects. Does this one have it as well?
Yeah, this building actually has quite a lot of great amenities. One very interesting one that I'm excited to show you for the first time in my life. No friend that's ever walked through my house has come in and seen this, but you're going to be the first person to actually see this in thing.
Let's see it then.
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. Okay, wait, this is it. This is the amenity you were telling me that no other project in Mumbai or probably in India has. An Eiffel Tower or should have. So an Eiffel Tower inside your apartment, inside your project.
So basically, I promised myself one thing, right? Like when I was taking this apartment, I had a lot of choices in terms of apartments. I chose not Eiffel Tower, right? Like the rain works, Eiffel Tower doesn't. No friend of mine should have ever come to my house and said, I went to Akhil's house and saw the Eiffel Tower. That is not happening.
What's the story behind an Eiffel Tower here? What? It's a theme?
Yeah, so the builder actually goes with a lot of themes. They have something similar called Miami in Mahim. They have Hollywood in Lokhandwala, and that's sort of where Paris came in BKC, right? Like.
So this is the pool. This is the Eiffel Tower. We have done with it. It's quite means it has the novelty value. This is the more common amenity.
Right.
The
yeah.
swimming pool.
It's a nice pool, right? Like it has a fair amount of length. They've created space for people to properly practice with the lanes that they've created. There's a jacuzzi on the other side. Yeah.
There's a garden and
yeah. So we actually have a very nice garden to walk around in as well. There's a gazebo over there for you people to sit. So there's an artist's interpretation of Arc de Triomphe there, right?
so what are the amenities in this project that Akhil uses most frequently?
Oh, so the amenities I actually like to use is the TT over here, the squash just downstairs. There's a gym over there which I frequent. Like let's say quote frequent. There's a community hall there. There is a spa salon also in the building.
So a whole host of amenities in this project.
Whole host of amenities.
Okay. So it broadly covers the thing for most segments of the population. There's something for kids, something for adults.
Yeah, so typically real estate has like 5 major audiences. So senior citizens, young parents, fitness enthusiasts, investors, and pet owners, right? This building has something for everyone.
So one of the things I noticed looking at this entire space, it's fairly dense.
Yeah.
It seems to have a lot of apartments for the project, land parcel.
Right.
Is that because it's a slum redevelopment project?
So yeah, the density of apartments is fairly high, right? You can look at it as an SRA thing. You can also look at it as the demand for this kind of a project next to BKC, right? So this building typically has 2.5, 3 BHKs, which is more massy than say a building which would have say 3, 4, 5 BHKs, right? So there is a difference in terms of how you're positioning it.
So Akhil, we have seen the apartment, we have seen the amenities. How much has this cost you? How much does it cost you per month?
So I pay 73.5 for a 2.5 BHK.
And this one has maintenance included for you, or the landlord bears the maintenance?
It's all included. Like the amenities is all, the maintenance is all.
So 73,500 rupees is the amount you pay for rent, and over and above that, there's nothing except the deposit that you pay.
Electricity and stuff. Like of course, usage. Yeah.
So Akhil, this is probably one of the projects I think which is the best, or I would say amongst the best microcosms of what Bombay is. It shows Bombay in its extremes and its variety. Why don't we go around around your building, check outside, everything's there, and continue the conversation over there?
Absolutely.
Oh, let's do that. So, Akhil, now we are outside your building. This place tells you or shows you Bombay in its entirety. Slums, 50% of the population, drainage, big challenge, glitzy towers behind, like the ones we just saw, and of course traffic. Is there a way we can come out of this?
It's interesting, right? Like a lot of people believe that Bombay has a land shortage problem, right? That yes, sure, we are a very dense city particularly, but if you do a little bit of urban planning and reimagine what we can do with slums. So if slums is to be redeveloped today, residential is something that gets done, and this is an SRA project, but it's nuanced to actually do this with commercial, right? If we make it easy to build commercial assets, right, we can explore things like co-living spaces. You can reuse all of this land and create better housing. This city needs housing for its talent, right? It just doesn't have that. So Vishal, here's the coffee. Possibly the only thing I can actually make in a kitchen, mixing coffee and water.
So this is the Akhil special.
The Akhil special. Like, other than this, I can only make a version of Maggie, which is Ching's.
Okay, let's have this up. So time for the report card. First up on the location. The location of this project is very, very convenient due to its proximity to the central business district. So that's a strong positive for this project. Second up, in terms of surrounding. The surrounding is weak, as we have seen in this conversation, that it is very close to slums as well as the sewage line. Third, gated community. This is amongst the very few projects that offers amenities and is located close to the central business district of Bandra Kurla complex. So all in all, if you're a family where a key member needs proximity to the central business district of Mumbai, wants gated communities and is willing to tolerate some of the misses like the slum as well as the sewage line close by, that gets compensated with a slightly lower budget bill, this is a project that can be contemplated.